Warren calls out Deaton citing crypto shenanigans. Two big schemes going on in the crypto world. We're going to talk XRP price because we got clarity now from the SEC regarding secondary sales. So what's going to move the price of XRP? Well,
due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
and holy crap, Klaus, what's with the green in the beginning of the segment? I know it changed it up for a bit more contrast. Before we get into crypto news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share at the beginning of the next one. James says, thanks. Drop some support on the channel. James, you're welcome. And thank you back. What else do I got for you? Oh, Rockacy27 says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you all. Anyone got any big plans this weekend? Like not like normal plans, but like big shit that they got going on? Comment down below. I'd like to hear about it. Happy Friday. And this SEC is ridiculous. They need a good ass kicking. We need Trump to fire these losers. Thanks for all your great reporting. You're the man. Well, thank you for the very nice compliment. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, this election is going to be one of two big things for XRP in the future. We're going to have XRP price talk that I know you want to hear because now that we got the clarity and they're going to be going after Ripple basically, and let's be honest, you're saying like Ripple's helping the price of XRP. We got to look for other things, right? Bitcoin's sitting at 68,712, while ETH is 2652. BNB did touch 600 yet again, so that means you got to touch that subscribe button if you haven't. We've been talking about it like every single video. Sol at 155. XRP slightly in the red, down just only 0.75% to 54.6. Sui making a move back again with ICP deep in the green, under $8 though. ICP fans, where you thinking? Caspa sitting at 13 cents. XLM 9.6 with near just under $5 at 4.93. Let's talk about Warren, and then let's talk about naughty things in crypto and then XRP. Senator Warren calls out Deaton's pro bono work for crypto in the second debate. I think of the context of this and how crypto is being labeled, okay? In a debate streamed by New England Public Media and GBH News on October 17th, Warren reiterated her earlier claims that cryptocurrency transactions were tied to drug cartels and terrorists, calling for the rules of the road in the industry. The two candidates made different allegations over corruption, with Senator Warren calling out Deaton over to his loyal crypto backers. Okay, think about that. Again, referencing crypto as the money and the way to transact for drug cartels and terrorists. Let's be real here. Do cartels, do terrorists, do naughty things get done on crypto? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Do they get done with the dollar? Yeah. Do they get done with the ruble? Yeah. Do they get done with the yuan? Yeah. Could you use green dot prepaid cards? Yeah. What about Western Union? Yeah. There's a whole bunch of ways to do this. And for her to kind of keep painting crypto as like this, the only thing it's good for is for moving money for nefarious stuff, that just paints a bad picture. Now listen, she goes even further, and this kind of gives you an idea of the strength of crypto, okay? You're going to watch this election unfold. It's going to happen in the next couple weeks. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of coverage so I can help everyone out with what's really going on, not the hopium BS news, but real numbers, real stats. We're going to have multiple sources and all that stuff. But let's read this, and we're going to talk about why this is just really crazy. 80% of Mr. Deaton's wealth is tied up into crypto. 90% of his funding from this campaign comes from crypto, and 100% of his loyalty in Washington will be to crypto. That is corruption, said Senator Warren. Now let's just replace a few words here, okay? What if it read this? 80% of Mr. Deaton's wealth is tied up in big pharma. 90% of his funding from this campaign comes from big pharma. 100% of his loyalty in Washington will be to big pharma. That is corruption. Well, Senator Warren, aren't you backed by big banks? And like super mega elites? Like, isn't that where the majority of your backing comes from? So if the majority of your wealth is tied up into that and the majority of your backing is tied into that, does it matter if it's crypto, if it's big pharma, if it's big banks? What if it's the military sector? Interesting. So it's all about like trying to paint a bad picture about crypto. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. So we're going to see what happens with the debate. The reality is he stands no chance. Why? That state, Massachusetts, votes blue. End of story. End of story. They're going to vote for Kamala Harris, and they're going to vote for Warren. It's just how it is. It's just like Illinois. You ain't changing it, all right? Chicago rules the whole state. Milwaukee rules the whole state of Wisconsin. In those types of states, those big cities, yeah, they rule the votes. Breaking, Tapioca Dow drops 93% after major crypto exploit. Another hack is shaking the crypto industry. This time, Tapioca Dow has fallen victim to the massive security breach. An attacker compromised the deployer address, resulting in the theft of... Okay, look. This happens way too often. There's way too many hacks going on in crypto. Crypto is not as secure as it should be. You can't tell me that this is not keeping some big money away on the sidelines when they read stuff like this. Now, let's take it a step further, okay? Igen, again, don't give a crap how I pronounce it. Tomato, still a piece of crap if you ask me. Igen Layer X account compromised. Used to promote a scam token. The X update persuaded their over 310,000 followers to click on the attached link to check for airdrop eligibility. The post noted that the airdrop was allocated as the protocol transitioned into a programmatic incentive, hence the swift distribution. Again, I mean, the SECX was hacked. We're seeing tons of other crypto things. We've seen government officials hacked. We've seen government agencies hacked to promote scams and schemes. This is really giving a bad eye to crypto. So what we really got to start seeing is some positive utility that affects big numbers of people. You got to strike back with some big positive, not little bullshits here and there. You need something big, something substantial. And honestly, we also got to fix the security of crypto because this is getting a little out of hand. All right, so I said earlier that there were two things for XRP that we got to look at. Because look, we got confirmation. And by the way, if you want to check it out, I will have this. Yes, this is Form C. It's up on the screen right now. You can scroll through it. Look, I'm scrolling through it. There's 180 pages of it. You can scroll off day if you want to keep scrolling on this. Look, I'm going to keep scrolling. See? Scrolling. Suck it. Okay. Anyways, it's linked in the description down below. So now that we know they're not going after XRP secondary sales, it gets rid of this big dark cloud that a lot of us are worrying about. So then you start going, okay, they're going after Ripple, the company. So now we're looking at what could really propel XRP. If Ripple as a company is muted with primary sales with XRP and they're looking for a really, really big penalty, like if they really want that $2 billion, that's a nasty penalty. That takes a lot of capital out of Ripple. And so we're looking at this going, what are the two events? Well, number one, we talked about the election, right? That's going to be big. Not just in terms of the Senate, but the presidency as well, because that's going to really determine who takes up the heads of big places like the SEC and so forth, right? What about Treasury Secretary? All that kind of stuff, right? That gets determined by El Presidente. And Cam would want to put her own troop in. And of course, Trump would want to put his own posse in as well. So presidential election number one, along with these state elections. Like I said, I'm going to be carrying this. I'm probably going to be doing a bunch of live streams as the election goes on so you could be up to date with everything that's happening. So we got that. All right. Then we start looking at Jerome Powell and the Fed in rates and bringing up the floor price of XRP with less risky money. And statistically speaking, the less risky money is, guess what you could do? You could take more risk with it because it's less risky. Okay, ever since like the really, really big peaks, right? 2021 and 2022, this is what we've seen with XRP. The floor has been building over time. Has it been building very slowly? Yes, it has. But as rates start improving, and we're going to get a rate decision here in the next couple weeks, and in fact, the next 12 to 18 months, we could get as many as 150 to 200 to 25 to even some people saying 250, 275 basis points worth of cuts during that time. That is big time helping out the markets because crypto is risky, right? Let's be real here. You got DAOs getting hacked all the time. There's some risk involved. What about all these hacks on X and persuading people that there's some risk involved here, right? What about all the other stuff that we've seen? All the bridges being hacked. There's risk in crypto, okay? So as money becomes cheaper, you can take more risk. And until crypto starts fixing some of these problems that are going on, and until we start getting rid of some of the losers like Lizzie Warren, who will win? anyone wants to bet me on that, I will gladly take it. I told you in previous videos, I will take my wife out somewhere very lavish, and I will buy myself a bucket list car with your money. So get ready to pay up because he is going to get wiped. I wish he would win, but he's going to get wiped, sadly. So, Fed presidential election, 12 to 18 months. So you start looking out here into 2026 first quarter, half, summer, and so forth. Housing market stays okay around 2026. You could really see more action with the rates. If housing stays stingy, then they might slow down just a little bit with the cutting of it to let housing do its thing. But this is good. We got a Form C finally from the SEC. We've got XRP right now building floor support over time here, which is extremely important to see. We got money in the future becoming cheaper, which is going to allow us to take more risk. We got elections coming up, which could go either way. Like I said, could go either way. I have my own personal biases, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that I cover this without those biases exposing. If they do, then hey, such is life. I am a person. But a lot of these races are really, really close. And the future of crypto and a lot of the money of crypto rests on the shoulders of the United States. And every time the United States coughs, the rest of the world catches a cold. But every time the United States breaks a PB, the rest of the world gets money. Speaking of money, bitch, but have my money. Sorry, I was going to sing a little ODB action right there, but I decided not to. I am excited about the election. I'm not excited about how people are going to take this person or that person winning, because the reality is no one's really going to be perfectly happy. So I'm not excited about that, but I am excited to see what happens with the power of crypto. Does crypto have enough oomph to sway 3-5% that's been estimated? Are we going to see players out there like Warren not win by a landslide, but maybe win by a decent margin, right? Are we going to start seeing some of these big players out get their winning margins just shrunk down a little bit? Are we going to start chipping away at this? So maybe it's not this election, maybe it's the next election where we get more crypto favorable people, and maybe it's not Deaton's, maybe it's other people, maybe it's the guy challenging Sherrod Brown, Moreno, right? He's got a really good chance of beating Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown is very anti-crypto. Going to be covering that election as well, so sit tight, buckle up, strap it down, get your favorite drink or your favorite rip that you like to choke on, and whatever you like to do that's permissible where you live, or whatever the F you like to do. It's going to be a wild one next few weeks. Elections, Jerome Fed, Powell, rates. Choo-choo, bitches.